Hi world, hi Sunny. I'm back again today. Today, for some reason, is proving very hard, and I've spent a lot of time on my own today, and I'm really struggling. Um, I'm really on a roller coaster of absolute despair and crying and shaking and being sick to very calm and numb to my brain being in an absolute panic and spinning so madly out of control with everything that's come to light, and I'm really hurting today. I'm really hurting, and I've just got to get all this out of me, hence my diaries. And so many questions I have, and so many unanswered questions, in as much as I don't understand where a lot of all these accusations have come from. Um, Thinking back, my memory's being fed to me today like an egg timer. Thinking back to our phone conversation that I had with BB, I mean, there's jumping to conclusions, and then there's just making leaps and bounds across great spasms that don't add up, and I know your mind plays tricks on you, and you can think about something so much and it will manifest itself into something else, like 2 and 2 equal 148 or something, but I've been accused of all sorts, and I can't get my head wrapped around this. I really can't, and I'm really struggling with that, and it's very unfair because I can't clear my name, I can't have my say, I can't do anything, and I've spoken to a couple of the other people involved, and they're absolutely astounded and furious, and it's embarrassing. And then my brain thinks, well, why did he meet me that weekend? Why spend that weekend with me if all this was going on in his mind and he believed all this so adamantly and had bottled it all up for so long? Why do that weekend? Why do that to me? Why be cruel and see me that weekend and say all the things he said and be with me in that way if he thinks that little of me and I can do the things he thinks I've done? Why do that? Why do that to me? And I can't forgive him for that. I know I'm to blame and at fault for a lot of things, but then he wasn't an innocent in this relationship, and I'm not fully to blame for the breakup, and I'm not the only abusive one and the one that's played silly buggers and mind games and tit for tat, and it's not just me, and I'll never be able to forgive him for that weekend because it was a deliberate thing. Just, that hurts me because that's not a rumour, that's not an assumption, that's something concrete that was done, and I'm so hurt by that, and I'm so hurt at what he thinks of me, and I'm really, really struggling today because, God, talk about, both of us being in the same boat. There's so much in my head that doesn't add up and make sense at all. And I'm struggling with all this pain and hurt and and he walks off scot-free into the distance, cracking on with his life, hating me, being so sure he's done the right thing and he knows the truth, and that's what will tide him over and push him on to something else, and he probably thinks I'm better off without her, and uh, that's so unfair. He hasn't taken any responsibility either. He's not hurting like I am. Just doesn't, it's not fair. And I'm stuck with all the love still, and I wish it would go. I wish it would go so much. And I'm having a really bad day. My mind is all over the shop. And I know I've got to go to Cornwall for 4 days, and I've got to sort this fancy dress thing out tonight, and I've got to pull myself together, and I've got to start getting ready for other things that are happening soon, and got to pack, and I know this is going to be hard for me to get over, because I did love him. I do love him, and I had my heart broken once before in life by a guy that cheated on me consistently with the same girl he worked with. We were together for 5.5 years. And he did break me. He broke me the first time round. I was much younger, but he broke me, and I would never, ever inflict that pain deliberately on somebody else. I know how it feels. Everyone's being so kind, and like they are saying he's showing his true colours, and I have to remember this, and things like throwing the presents back again and everything is just so cruel and so unnecessary and so spiteful and tit for tat, and that the present thing, I'm not going to lie, that's really hurt me. That's really hurt, because I did just want him to have the presents. They were Christmas presents, for God's sake, and they were bought before and with him in mind, and he'd have loved them. He'd have really loved them, and I'd have loved him to have loved them. And the presents coming back has really, really hurt. It's just so pathetically ridiculous. Oh, I've just got to get all this out of me today, because I can't go on like this. And I do need to start pushing myself now to go back out and have fun, and to get out into the world again. And I know this, because I'm just going to shrivel up and feel sorry for myself if I stay here. And I am a nice person. I am. And he makes me feel shit about myself now. Which is everyone's saying it's what he's intended to do. And even though I see that, I don't want to believe that of him. It's really hard to say because, it is so final today. In my head, it's so final today, and maybe this is me just doing the last bit of grieving and being emotional before, everyone really does start laying into me and myself and saying, come on, be stronger now, Megan. He's gone. Fuck him. Think of yourself. Bollocks. But it's so much easier said than done. It really is. And it is very clear he doesn't give a shit. It really is. And that hurts. See, that hurts. Even though it sinks in here, it causes pain. I'm having a really bad day and I'm sorry, everyone. I just don't know what to do. Apart from get on. And I know I've got to get on. I know. God, I can't believe any of this has really been happening. It feels like such a bad dream. Because it's just so far out of the realms of possibility, some of it, and so made up, and it's an excuse, as everybody says. He's using this as an excuse anyway to make me feel bad and leave me. He wanted a reason. Well, a lot of people think he has met somebody else already. I'm never gonna know. I'm never gonna know what he thought or felt was real or genuine, and if his actions were true, and I'm never gonna know either, am I? But I know I didn't cheat, and I know I loved him. I've really got to get out of here. The next few weeks cannot come quick enough for me. I need to be galvanized, as he once said to me. I need to be galvanized. Strong, positive. Okay, ramble over for a bit.